Hello there and welcome to the series of videos that's going through the A-level maths content for the first year. Here we're on quadratic graphs, so you can answer questions in exercise 2F straight away afterwards. So there's lots of different factors we need to take into account when we're drawing quadratic graphs that we can work out from the equations of them. Now in general, either we have a U-shaped graph like we have here, or this upside down, in which case it's a N-shaped graph. How we know this is either it's a positive x squared graph, so it has a positive number in front of the x squared term, or it has a negative x squared in front of the x squared term. So it's either a positive shape or a negative shape, U or an N. And there are lots of different ways in which we can find different values on this graph. So the first two that we're going to look at are the roots of the equation. Now the roots of the equation is when it cuts the x-axis. So the way we find this out is effectively anywhere along this line here, the y-coordinates are going to equal 0. It doesn't go up or down by anything from the x-axis. So yes, the y-coordinates here are going to be 0. So what you do is you set your equation equal to 0, solve the equation, and then you get your 2 points here, 1 and 2. The third point can be found along this line here, in which case the x-coordinate here is equal to 0, because any coordinate along this line hasn't moved left or right by any amount. The x-coordinate equals 0. And the fourth point is this minimum point down here. Now if it was upside down it'd be called a maximum point, but in this case it's a minimum point, and we can work this out either by two different ways, either by completing the square or by using the fact it's going to be halfway in between these coordinates 1 and 2 here. And then you just work out the y value on this coordinate by plugging your x coordinate into the equation. Okay, so let's go through an example and work out all of these four coordinates. So y equals x squared minus 5x plus 4 is our equation. So, on our graph, let's start with the easiest one, when the y-intercept. So that's when x equals 0. So plug in x equals 0 into your equation, and you get 4. So your first coordinate on this graph here is going to be the coordinate 4. Next up, let's find those roots of the polynomial. So let's find out when it cuts the x-axis. So let's remember when you're working along this line here, the y-coordinate along that line is equal to 0. So set your equation equal to 0 and solve the equation. Now remember, with quadratic equations, we're either looking to factorize them or use the quadratic formula. In this case we can factorize it, so x minus 4, x minus 1. And remember, we need to do the thing where either of the brackets equals 0. So one of the brackets must equal 0. So therefore either x is 4 or x is 1 to make one of those brackets equal to 0. So along our graph we have one solution at 1 and one solution at 4. Okay, so we're nearly there. We just need to find that minimum point now. Now remember that the minimum point is going to occur halfway in between 1 and 4 because it's a symmetric graph. So that means in between 1 and 4, that's 2.5. So the value 2.5 is going to be our x-coordinate. And to work out the y-coordinate, if we know the x-coordinate is 2.5, we just need to plug that back into our equation here and here. So 2.5 squared minus 5 lots of 2.5 add to 4 gives you minus 2.25 down here. Connect a line through those points and you get this shape here. Okay, a slightly more difficult question now. We're looking to do roughly the same thing, but with 4x minus 2x squared minus 3. So let's start with the easy one first. When it crosses the y-axis, that's when x equals 0. So when x equals 0, we get y is minus 3. Let's do the slightly harder ones now when it crosses the x-axis, so that's when y is equal to 0. And this doesn't look as easy to factorize, so I'll use the quadratic formula on this. and we get the two values of -4 plus or minus the square root of -8. Now this is difficult here. You can't do square roots of negative numbers, so that means that there are no solutions that cross through the x-axis here. So it's in fact going to remain just on the bottom half of this graph here. So the fact that we get a -8 in there means the equation cannot be solved and it does not cut through the x-axis. So we don't have any points here or here, so we can't find the midpoint between those 2 points, so we're going to have to complete the square of this term here. Now how do we do that? Well, first of all, this annoying -2 is at the front here. So what I'm going to do with this -2 is factor it out of the x squared term and the 4x term. So -2x coming out of both of those terms there will give us -2x squared and -2x here, because we need a -2 to times by -2 to make +4. We're going to leave this -3 at the end here. Now we'll complete the square inside the bracket, so half the 2 and you get a 1, and take away the 1 squared and you get -1. Expand the brackets back with the -2, remembering just to leave the -3 at the end, and we're going to get -2x minus 1 squared, double negative to make it +2, and take away the 3. So in this case here we're going to get -2 bracket x minus 1 squared minus 1. Now to find the maximum point here, we need to look at this point here and this point here. Now the maximum value here is when this bracket here is equal to 0, so that we get just this point here. So your y coordinate is going to come straight from this expression at the back here, and your x coordinate is going to come from solving this equal to 0. So that means x equals 1 to make the bracket equal to 0. So x equals 1 in this case, so that the maximum point is equal to -1. So it's effectively the opposite of whatever you have inside the bracket. So we have a maximum point at 1 minus 1, so our graph roughly looks like that. Okay, your turn now. Pause the video and have a go at these two questions. Okay, well done for pausing the video and having a go at these questions. If I'm halfway through the question and then you realise how to do it, pause the video at that point and try and finish off the question at some point if you can. So the first question, sketch the graph of y equals -x squared plus 6x plus 7. Now straight away from the -x squared term, I know I'm going to have a sad face graph. The first thing I'm going to do on this graph here is to find the y-axis intersection, so therefore x equals 0. Plug x equals 0 in and we get straight away that we get a 7 here. Okay, the next thing we need to do here is to solve this equation so we get the 2 points that are along this line here, or 1 point or no points. So 0 equals -x squared plus 6x plus 7. I'm thinking, don't really like the -x squared here, so we'll times through by -1. And try and factorise if we can to solve this quadratic equation. I think in this context here, it's going to be -7 and +1. So x equals 7 and x equals -1. So we've got 1 point here and 1 point over at 7. So our graph is going to roughly look something like that. -1, 7. Okay, for the next question, the graph y equals, and we don't know the equation, has a minimum point at 5 minus 3 and passes through the point 4, 0. So let's plot those two coordinates on first. 5 minus 3 is here. and 4, 0 is here. And it goes through these two terms here. This is the minimum point here. Now, given that the minimum point is halfway in between my two roots, I can immediately infer from there that that must be a 6. Okay, so my when I solve my expression here, I'm going to get something like this. Remember, that's how I found out these two values here, so therefore I must be able to work backwards and know that my brackets must be x minus 4 and x minus 6. So therefore, when I expand this, I'm going to get x squared minus 10x minus or plus 24. Now let's just make sure that this goes through the point 5 minus 3. So when I plug in 5 here, what I'm going to get is 25 minus 50, add 24, and that's going to give me minus 1. So that's not what I want. I want minus 3. So what I'm going to need to do on this equation here is times everything by 3, so that when I do work out this minimum point here, then I'm going to get minus 3. So my answer here is 3x squared minus 30x plus 3 times 24 is 72. Equals that. Okay, so that's the equation of my graph here. So make sure you have lots of practice on exercise 2F. Remember, watching the video is only 10% of the learning. 90% of the learning is going to come through you practicing questions independently. Feel free to go to your teacher and ask for help if you so need it. Great, thanks for watching.